Hello, hello. My name is Adrienne, Capricorntigress of astrologyalookInside.com. And I am a Western intuitive astrologer with over 30 years of experience. And I am coming to you with my take for the month of between now and in October 19th for the sign of Sagittarius. Hello, Saggy. So Sagittarius, let's look at what's coming up for you. There's going to be a lot of emphasis starting out the period in your 11th house. This is your 11th house of hopes and dreams and wishes. This house also is a significant indicator that you're going to be spending a lot of time with friends. Either friends that you have or making new friends, creating friends maybe through groups, organizations, clubs, associations, any of those things that you belong to. Any type of gathering or activity that involves a group of people. I see that figuring very prominently for you during this period. The sun is going to be in this area. Mars will move into this area on the 4th. The new moon is going to be in this area on the 28th. Venus is also going to be in that area until the 8th of October. Now, after the 8th of October, or after the 3rd, actually, that's when Mercury moves into your 12th house. And Mercury moves there on the 3rd and will stay until December 9th in your 12th house. The funny thing about the 12th house is it's a water house and it's a very psychic house. But I think with Scorpio on that cusp and no Scorpio planets, I really think that your psychic ability is really going to be picked up by a great deal during this period. Mercury will be in the 12th house. Venus will be in the 12th house. The sun will be in the 12th house. And this is major because that's all water. And so you'll be thinking and, really just emoting in a way from that 12th house. I would be cautious of doing anything underhanded or sneaky or anything that would create a situation that it comes back to haunt you. Now, this could be any type of thing that is hidden or a skeleton that could range anywhere from affairs to, drinking at night or something like that. But be aware that it is that house. That is the house of self-undoing. And when I see a stellium of planets, I want you to be aware of that. Now, it could come out in several ways because the 12th house also rules our mental, almost like our mental health, right? And with the sun and Mercury there, I am concerned that it might affect your mental health. And so I want you to be really cautious about that and aware of it, because if something is occurring in your life where you do have to reach out to a professional, I hope that you do reach out to a professional. So that's important to know. Now, a lot of this may just be occurring in your dreams because the 12th house is known for the fact that it's the house of the subconscious mind. And that's also the house of the unconscious mind, because a lot of times what happens is, you might get thoughts and dreams and ideas that come to you out of nowhere. And a lot of times they'll come to you either in your dreams at night or in daydreams. And so dreams of all kind are associated with the 12th house. But I think what makes it even more so, I think, spiritually connected in some way or psychically connected, is that the North Node in Cancer is in the 8th house. That is the natural house of Scorpio, which is a very psychic house. So those two houses have a connection, okay? And I really want you to understand that that is major. Now, there's something else. Well, you know, Pisces, another water sign, is in the 4th house, and that is a water house. It's the natural house of Cancer, and that is in the 8th house, your natural house, Scorpio, or the natural house of Scorpio, excuse me. So I just want you to be aware that, yeah, that psychic thing is true. It could come out with you being overly emotional. So be aware of that. That could be part of the issue. But I think it just could be a lot of hidden things that come to the surface eventually. So the other thing I wanted to talk about is the fact that Jupiter is still in your 1st house. It's direct now. You're picking up speed and you know, exuberance, and you're feeling good and confident about yourself, and even maybe your physical appearance. You might have either lost weight, or if you needed to gain weight, you might have buffed up a little, and so you're feeling very good about yourself. Just know that you know, you got, I think, free and clear to do that this month, and you know, there's some squares from Neptune in the 4th house. You know, Neptune in the 4th house makes me wonder if it's confusion going on in the home, or is that just a lot of TV watching? That's funny. So, your 2nd house, I wanted to go over that. Scorpio, Capricorn, my sign. Capricorn is in your 2nd house, and so is Saturn, and so is Pluto. On the 3rd of October, Pluto goes direct after 4 or 5 months and going backwards. So it's going to feel good to finally get your power back, Sagi, especially in the area of money. You might have felt like you weren't able to amass the wealth that you envisioned for yourself. But I believe with Saturn and Pluto there, I believe that this is going to be an area where you're going to become quite powerful. So it could indicate where and how you begin to build your own empire. And I believe you will have an empire. I mean, it's Saturn and Pluto going through that 2nd house. So build that empire, Sagi. Now, one thing I do want to say and caution you about is that Chiron is in the 5th house, and Chiron is the wounded healer. And where it goes, it tends to wound or heal wounds, which tends, it makes me wonder if there is a wound in your 5th house. And the 5th house is the house of romance. It's the house of dating. It's the house of parties. It's the house of having fun and children. It's a house of entrepreneurs. It's a fun house. It's playing the lotto, you know, and stuff like that. But with Chiron there, it may be that, you know, that part of your life might feel a little sad. You might feel like you're not able to win, or you're not winning. So maybe Chiron's there in this house to help you heal this so that you can win. Finally, once and for all, you'll finally be able to win at what you most desire. And I would like to say that I think you can manifest what you most desire. I do. I say this because the full moon is going to be in Aries, in that 5th house, on the 13th. And I believe at that time, you're going to hopefully manifest what you desire. And if you stay positive, keep your mind on what you desire, I believe you will manifest it. So, you know, I wanted to say that. Now, one last thing I wanted to leave you with is that Uranus is in the 6th house. The 6th house rules health. It also rules work. and that's the work you do every day. I don't see a lot of emphasis in the 10th house, and so I just want you to be aware that Uranus is a planet that causes upheaval and changes and, well, creations and brilliance, but it could come through massive upheaval and change. So I just wanted you to be aware of that in case something strange does happen. And if it doesn't, at least you'll understand why it's occurring. So you guys, this has been my take for you, Sagittarius. I hope that you were able to get something out of this reading that I gave to you today. And please take a moment to like, share, and subscribe our videos here on YouTube and all over the internet. We really would like to have word spread about what I do here. And so I invite you to do that, as well as to, hit the little bell down there so that you can get notifications whenever I upload new videos onto YouTube. So once again, thank you. Much love, much light, many blessings. May you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of the month and beginning of October. Blessings.